What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Young Moguls Podcast, where we keep it real, relatable, and super motivational. It's your girl, Reagan.
And it's your boy, Real MJ Hill. And look, y'all, today we got my boy, Zay. Look, y'all, workout influencer and a young entrepreneur. I'm telling y'all, I'll be watching this IG. His workouts, crazy. Always working out. I'm talking, he's consistent with it like Zay, bro. How you stay so consistent with these workouts, dog? For real.
I don't know. I mean, every day, like you just gotta have like when I wake up, I don't know, I just be like, I'll look in the mirror. You ever just like look in the mirror and like, dang, you're not tough enough, you're not big enough, you know?
Yeah.
That's what motivates me every morning. And just wanting to be the best version of myself, you know?
Most definitely. But first off, you know what I'm saying, to get it started, tell us just a little bit about your week, bro.
Well, this week, I had a couple photo shoots for my co sort of brand. It's me, my mentor's brand. It's called Proud Future HBCU Grad. I've been super busy with that. School, I actually had a couple of tests. You know, I aced those tests. Basketball is going great. Training. Just hanging out with the fam.
Most definitely. Yeah, bro. That's dope though. For real. That's dope. Reagan, what about you?
Yeah.
I've had a crazy busy week because, you know, my dance company is getting ready to do the Nutcracker in December. Yeah. And so it's a lot of rehearsals and everything going on. And I just finished like my driving stuff and I'm getting ready for my test to be on Tuesday. And so that's exciting. I haven't driven in like a week because I've been so busy with dance. So I think my driving and practice maneuverability and stuff. So I'm kind of nervous, but I think I'll do good. I think
you got it. You got it
for sure.
For real.
I hope so. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I have any of my family besides when my test is. So I think I'll be good though. But that's what I'm most excited about this. What about you?
I mean, if you can drive, you know what I'm saying, you can drive. You feel me? I got whip game. My test on Tuesday too. Matter of fact, my test on Tuesday too. So we gonna see if your boy passed. I'm pretty sure I will pass. The only thing that I don't got whip game while doing is parallel parking. So we'll have to see about that part. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I don't hit a cone. Hopefully we good on that department. But you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be good. But this week, we've been at the underground just selling merchandise, always out there spreading the message. What's it called? I got my cousin out there. He helps me sell too. I don't know if you know my cousin Ryan. Man, that's my bro. We always be out there grinding. So this week's just been fun hanging out there with him, meeting new people. And they actually had 21 Savage through his birthday out there this weekend. Yeah. So it was crazy. He was out there, and a lot of other huge rappers that I listened to was out there. G Herbo, just a whole bunch of people. It was crazy. Young Thug was there. It was it was wild. So that was my week. But yeah, yo, we gonna jump right into it. Zay, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad to have you on the show, and I'm ready, you know what I'm saying, for you to bring your inspiration to the Young Moguls family.
First.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah. First question is, you know what I'm saying, in the working out field, right? Like, what's the biggest myth about working out? Like, what's the biggest myth about working out, you know, just being a trainer in a sense, you know what I'm saying?
Well, the biggest myth that I'd say is, now maybe a lot of people don't notice, but creatine and protein, like, you don't really need that. You just need to have a good, healthy diet. You need to drink water every day. You need to get a good rest, like, every night. Yeah. That stuff, people usually just make money off of it, you know? And don't get me wrong, like, there's nothing wrong with that. And sometimes it does help, but, like, people do have to understand that doesn't really work. And staying consistent. When people think of consistency, they think, 2 to 3 times a week. No, consistency is 5 days a week or 6 days a week. You can have a rest day, but you gotta grind if that's what you're really passionate for. Yeah. Like with me, we're working out. I can't stand to like sit around. Like everybody has, like, even though when people say they don't have free time, everybody has free time.
Yeah. Right.
And like, that's one of my biggest myths in the workout field.
Yeah.
And in the entrepreneur field, I feel like when you have an idea, when people say they have something they want to create and they have an idea, but they say they don't know where to start, bro, you started right there. You know, you got the idea. Now it's trying to put it on, you know, just make it come true.
Just make it make sense.
It's sort of like a dream, but yeah.
I do want to ask you a question, but I know when we were doing a live before, Marquise was talking about how much he admired your consistency and how he's always seeing you on his feed and stuff.
Yeah.
And I literally, like the past week, I've just been seeing you on my feed consistently every single day. And so I want to ask, what prompted that? Like, what inspired you to get so heavy into working out and going as far as making an Instagram page to create an audience and inspire that audience, along with creating your HBCU brand, you know, with your mentor? What inspired you to do all of that?
Well, starting off with the workout stuff, I was actually, and a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people can, you know, sort of, what is the word?
Relate to?
Yeah, relate to. So in sixth grade through my entire middle school year, I was sort of like the follower, you know, the follower of the group.
Okay.
Not really doing me and like just trying to make the crowd happy, trying to make everybody else happy. And I didn't start realizing that until like my 8th grade year. And I was a really skinny kid. Like if you see some of my old posts from like way back, like I was probably the skinniest kid in school. And I didn't really like that too much, especially with basketball, because then like you get bullied and stuff around. Yeah, and I'm a dog, so we don't go like that.
Right.
You know, Marcus.
That's what I'm talking about.
And there was just one night, I remember I was in the shower. I wasn't like, I don't know, something had happened, and I was just like, I can't let my life be like this anymore, you know? So that night I did a work, I think it was push-ups, and I was listening to Eminem, you know, just trying to catch that.
Okay.
And ever since that day, I was just like, yeah, this is what I got to do. I'm gonna help people. I want people to like see from where I've started to where I am now, so people know like it's just grind and consistency. Like if you really want to be like this, if this is really something you want to do, just your mindset has to be there, you know?
Yeah.
And that's where I came from with that. And then the Proud HBCU brand, it was really all my mentor's idea. Mm-hmm. I just kind of, you know, we were there chatting, and I don't know. I really love the brand. I love the brand a lot. It means a lot. There's like a perfect meaning to it. There's actually a lot of opportunities now with HBCUs, and like he decided that like this would be the shot we'd take, you know. And I'm just in love with the brand.
That's awesome.
And dude, the thing you said earlier about, you know what I'm saying, you showing people where you started and then where you're at now, you definitely showed that. Like you showed that it was possible, you know what I'm saying, from a skinny kid, you know what I'm saying, not that big, not that brolic, to get big, you know what I'm saying, to get stronger, you know what I'm saying, to grow as a person. And if you go back and you see, you know what I'm saying, your old content, you can see that your content is getting better and better as you keep going. You know what I mean? So like you're showing that through all of your videos, through all of your workouts. And I actually admire that about you. And what you said about Eminem earlier, before I go on any stage, I always listen to Lose Yourself before I go on any stage. That's the song right there. You know what I'm saying? It always gets me hyped. So that definitely resonated with me. But yeah, yo. Hey, Zay, you good?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
For sure. But yeah, man, that's your consistency is wild to me. And I know that a lot of people are looking up to you as an inspiration because you went from skinny kid to bodybuilder. You know what I'm saying? Huge now. And you still grinding, you still growing. So yo, I'm proud of you for that, yo. So the next question I wanted to ask you was, what was one time that, you know, you may have made a mistake or you may have messed up, you know what I'm saying? And what did you learn from that? Right? Whether it was in the working out industry or whether it was in the entrepreneurship industry, you know, what was one mistake you made that you learned from and that you're doing better with today?
Lying to myself. Always telling myself what I'm going to do and never doing it. That's probably the biggest things to me right now. Well, not even right now. It's just what I've been working on, trying to, you know, focus and fix. Cause I would, you know, when you say something and you don't do it, and then weeks go by, months go by, and like you don't learn anything from it. But like when you sit there and you try to accomplish what that is, like this could be anything, not just working out, not just entrepreneurship. This is anything. That's one of my biggest right there.
And I like that because some people, they have a desire to do something, but they make unrealistic goals for themselves. Right. But the fact that they see that those goals are realistic for someone else may not necessarily mean that they're realistic for themselves. Like I remember I was watching an Eric Thomas video and he was saying, if you're just starting out with a business or a brand, your goal should probably be like $1,000 or $5,000 or $10,000, depending on how much you're making and how much you're bringing in. And so $1 million may be realistic for Kylie Jenner, but it's not necessarily realistic for you. And so you have to find what's realistic for you. So I love that because I had to tell myself that too. I was trying to match my routine to all of these billionaires and millionaires lifestyle that I have a desire to have. But some of the things that they do, although they are helpful to them, don't always necessarily work for me. So I had to alter that and make realistic goals for myself. So I like that.
For real. And what you say?
Oh, no, go ahead. I was going to ask another question, but go ahead.
For sure. Man, when you said lying to yourself was one of your biggest mistakes, that's huge. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, that's something that it's a daily battle, right? It's something that you have to consistently work on. Because I know for me, for example, when I was writing my book, right? When I was writing my first book, man, I told myself, I'm finna write this book. I thought it was sweet. I started writing that book. I'm like, oh, this is a little more difficult than I thought it would be. I was like, okay, I'll get back to this tomorrow. Tomorrow came, didn't do it. The next day came, didn't do it. Found myself going a whole 2 months without me even looking at the book, right? I pick it up again. Okay, I'm about to lock in. I'm about to do this. All right, cool. Do it again. 2 months go by. Still ain't done it. It took me a whole year when it only should have took me about 3 months to write this book if I really locked in. But it was up to me making a decision to stop lying to myself. Like, it's a lot of us out here like, yo, you can really do it. You can really make these goals happen. You can really make these dreams a reality, but you have to stop lying to yourself. You have to stop saying you're going to do something and not following up behind it. You got to practice what you preach. You got to be a man of your word, a woman of your word. You know what I'm saying? And you have to really go after what you want. And that's all there is to it, when you stop lying to yourself and you keep it real. And that's one thing that I always do, right? I keep it real with myself. If I know I'm slacking, you have to, right? If I know I'm slacking, I tell myself, yo, Keith, you're slacking right now. You got to get back on track. Yo, Keith, you ain't posted content in 3 days. You're slacking. You got to get back on track. You have to be real with yourself. If you lie to yourself and say, oh, no, it's all good. I'm human. I'm never going to be perfect. That's true. But if you're using that as just a crutch to not stay consistent and to not put in that work, that's not the move. So look, that's real. Stop lying to yourself.
Yeah, you're using that by saying that I'm just human and I'm going to make mistakes. You're setting that as your standard. You're setting that as the highest expectation you'll ever try to reach as yourself. But if you surpass that, if you set expectations that you have a desire to reach in the next 3 months, in the next year, in the next 2 years, 5 years, then those things you'll eventually reach because those are the expectations that you set for yourself. But another question I wanted to ask you, even though getting into the HBCU, the proud HBCU brand was your mentor's idea, are you going to go to an HBCU knowing that you're approaching college soon?
This is the thing. I actually, ever since I've, put my face out as an HBCU ambassador for it, co-founder of HBCU Grad, I haven't really decided because there's only one school I'm really looking forward to that's not an HBCU, and that's Baylor University. Now, I love Baylor University. I've read a lot about it. It's very diverse. I love the basketball team, the tennis team. Those are my biggest priorities. Not the biggest, but like my priorities. That's where I really want to go. Academic-wise, really good school. But all in all, like an HBCU, it would actually be pretty cool, like pretty great. I would probably enjoy it. There is one school I just read from an ESPN thing, Marcus. I don't know if you've heard, but it's they opened up their own purple and black like sort of gym, and it had like words like power, strength, unity. It's just all on the floor. I gotta send it to you.
Yeah, you gotta send that to me. I ain't seen it yet, but send that to me.
Yeah, I forgot what college it was or what HBCU was, but I was like, dang, I really like this school. I really want to go to this school.
Yeah.
But HBCUs have really been on my mind. It's just kind of hard trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, and I don't want to kind of push the future. I want to keep it as present as possible.
Love that. I love that. You can't look too deep into the future, and that's a real statement right there, because that's where a lot of us mess up. Right? We look way too deep into the future. I think that's one thing. That we have to stop doing. I do it all the time. I get ahead of myself and I look so far in the future. And sometimes that's actually what stops me from reaching my goal or actually going as hard as I really want to go. Because when I look so far into the future, I see how much work there is. You know what I mean? I see how much there is to do. And sometimes that can be discouraging, right? But when you just look at where you're at now and how can you improve now, right? What steps you can take now. It becomes easier. Not necessarily easier, but it takes the load off your back. It takes all the pressure off. All right, instead of me reaching this huge, gigantic goal, I set these little goals to eventually get to that big goal, right? Instead of me trying to throw this whole big wall up, I place it brick by brick by brick. You know what I mean? So I think that's huge, just being in the present moment and just finding, what can I do now? That's going to help everybody. Like everybody listening to this is going to help you get to those goals. This is going to help you make them dreams a reality. Stop looking so deep into the future. Look at what you can do now and just keep building on those blocks.
Yeah. I love that so much. Just taking it one day at a time, just achieving little goals one day at a time. Because like you said, if you do look too far in the future, there's gonna come a point to where, since you are starting out, it's going to get discouraging. And with anything that you do, there are going to be times of low points. There are going to be discouraging points, but it's going to be more because you've placed unmeasurable expectations on yourself that you should have smaller expectations starting out. So with whatever your dream is, if you have a dream to bring in $10,000 a week, right? You want to start off with saying, okay, if my dream is 10,000, then maybe I should start with bringing in 5,000. Or if you do want to bring in 10,000, make your goal 20,000. That way, you're going to walk away every single week with at least the amount of money that you need. So if you start off with those kind of dreams and you start off with those kind of visions, then your dreams and your goals are going to become more attainable. But it's important to be real with yourself and be authentic. That's my biggest thing, being truly authentic with me in whatever friendship or relationship that I have, truly authentic and genuine, because at the end of the day, that's what matters most. And that's what's going to help you succeed.
Yo, Reagan, you got me with that one. When you said shoot for 20,000, so you can get your 10,000, that resonated with me. I heard a quote. I forgot who this is from, right? I can't remember. But it said, shoot for the moon. So even if I miss, I land amongst the stars. You know what I mean? Shoot for the moon. So even if I miss, I land amongst the stars. That quote, it was like, whoa, all right, cool. So I set my goal higher. So even if I don't reach it, I still accomplished everything that I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's huge. Yeah. When I say don't look so far into the future, I'm not saying don't set huge goals for yourself. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is you got to make sure you're setting these little goals so you can celebrate these small wins, because these small wins lead up to the big wins, right? If you got this one huge big win and you're not celebrating your small wins, you're killing yourself. Because you don't think you're making any progress. When you're making progress every day, you're just not really sitting down and being like, dang, I've came far, right? Like, I know we've been there, right? Zay, I'm sure you've been here before, Reagan. I'm sure you've been here before. Like, we put so much pressure on ourselves to accomplish everything right now, when we just got to be like, man, I was started here and now I'm here. So really celebrate your wins, celebrate yourself. Look at how far you've came. And then once once you took some time to celebrate yourself, then you start working again. But make sure you celebrate your wins. Don't just skip past them.
Yeah.
Exactly. Perfect. I love that, bro.
100%.
Yeah. And honestly, with me, I resonate with that because I'm such a perfectionist. And if I say I'm going to do something, I really have a desire to do it until the day is over. Like, I have to get it done. And so I had to be real with myself instead of setting all of these goals that I'm trying to get done in 24 hours, I need to really, okay, what's important, and write those things down. And anything that's less important or is not my first priority, then those things will go on tomorrow's list. So those things will go on, okay, if I have free time, then I can do these things. But start off with, like, my big thing is to-do lists and routines. Start off with like 5 things and then cross those off. And if you get that done, then you can add 5 more or whatever works for you. But you have to be honest with yourself, and you have to figure out what that is, because if you're steady trying to chase after other people's lifestyles and chase after what works for other people, you're never going to truly be successful, because you don't know what works for you, if that makes sense.
Facts. So Zay, real quick, I wanted to ask you, like, do you have a schedule or a routine? Because you're so consistent with this content. It's so consistent with working out, right? Like, how, you know what I'm saying? What do you do to create that consistency for yourself? Like, I get it, the mindset part, but like, what can people put into action that helps you?
Going to the store and like $5 or Dollar Tree, even $1, going to the store and buying you a calendar.
Okay.
You can either use it on phone or use it, as physical. Yeah. But that's what I sort of use. I actually have my my workout log in my Instagram. It's like in one of the story things. I have it there just so anybody needs to see it. But yeah, that's what I use to stay consistent, really. Whenever I have events coming up, I write it down, or I would just remember. I would have people around me to let me know. Like, this isn't all the time, but like you kind of do need people around you to keep you on track, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real.
I do want to ask you, as one of our last questions, what was your biggest failure with the goals that you're trying to achieve, and what did you learn from that experience?
So my biggest failure right now, I'm sure everybody's heard me talk about it. My brand Uke. I actually started this brand back in maybe 8th grade. I don't know how many years ago, maybe 2016.
Okay.
I always tell people, go now, strive now. Don't hesitate to do it. But just saying that to other people and me doing it, not starting my brand, it's like, whoa, Zay, what are you talking about? I've started it, but I haven't published it. You know what I'm saying? It's not out. And yeah, it's failure right now. Uke. I always think about Uke all the time. Just I don't know. I just haven't created it, and it's it's just tingling. Like, dang. Now that I'm talking about it, it's like, wow. I really need to get on track with that. Yeah. I need to set a couple goals aside and put this main goal right now. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah.
And what do you think? Yeah. What do you think's holding you back from that? From starting it?
Time and money. It's the biggest things right now. And I can definitely do it. I just have a lot of stuff I'm trying to do right now. So, it's fine because I'm trying to create a successful business plan that'll work for me. And yeah, I don't know, creating ideas just so when I'm ready, everything is set. Even when it's not ready, I still have something set in order for me to get to where I'm trying to go with Uke. And yeah, that's my biggest failure.
Most definitely. I'm going to be looking forward to that too. You know what I'm saying? Because I do believe with your consistency with working out, with your consistency, even posting your mentors clothing brand, HBCU, proud HBCU, yo, if you do that with your own brand, it's going to skyrocket. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of time. Yeah. Right. And I can't wait until you come out with it. Cause I know I met you in person. You're a genuine dude. People love genuine people. Definitely with a good idea. You know what I'm saying? So I'm already knowing, when you start it and you really get it going, bro, it's just a matter of time for it to blow. And man, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what you do, Zay, for real.
Man, what? Yeah.
Yo. Bro, I need you to start that. I need that. You feel me? I need that to get going. I don't know if it's gonna be 2022, but I just need that. I need Uke. You feel me? What made you come up with that name?
Uke's got a lot of stuff, a lot of projects coming up.
Accountability partners, okay?
Yeah,
we're gonna be holding you accountable. So even just make a countdown for yourself or something. Even if it's June or July of next year, have goals every single month that you're setting that you know you're going to achieve by the end of the month. That way you can get to the goal of, okay, today's opening day of my business. And so we're going to keep in track with that, because it's important to have a community and accountability persons, because I know it has truly helped me. So you better be on the lookout and get that started.
Oh, yeah. Sure. I can't wait. But yo, Zay, I just want to say, bro, I appreciate you for coming on the podcast, man. It's been a pleasure talking to you. It's been a pleasure. And I'm so glad that you came on. I'm sure you inspired a lot of people in our audience, yo. And man, I can't wait to see where you take all this, yo. But the last question, all right, this is how we end off every podcast. What is your one key to becoming a young mogul?
My one key. Let me see. Let me try to figure out a nice word for this. Staying yourself, being yourself, always being yourself.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna end off with.
That's the biggest key.
Being yourself. Where can I find you online?
You can find me online on Instagram. I'm actually gonna restart up my YouTube channel and do some vlogs and work.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, you can find me at Zay Luque on Instagram and Zay Luque on YouTube.
Okay.
Sound like a bet. Look, y'all, I'm going to have all his links in the description. So y'all make sure to go follow him on IG and go subscribe to his YouTube channel. He said he's finna get it up. So I don't know what he's at right now, but I need you, you know what I'm saying? Turn it up for him. You dig what I'm saying? Let's turn up together. You feel me? But yeah, y'all, Zay, I appreciate you for coming on. Young Moguls, I appreciate y'all for tuning in to episode, 16 of the Young Moguls Podcast. Look, y'all, we'll see y'all next Sunday. Let's get it.